I traded the kitchen for a farm this summer, and this is what a typical workday looks like for me these days. We started the morning by harvesting some green onions and spring onions. We have a few varieties on the farm right now, including these ones, which have kind of like a red purple bulb, and then we do have the regular ones with the traditional white bulb. And I like having a few varieties, of course, because I like the different flavor profiles and you can use them in different ways. Since it is the last week that we will be harvesting these, we did pull up every single one in the bed, and that is it for the growing season of spring onions. Next on the to-do list for today is harvesting kale. We have dino kale here, which is what I harvested, and then we also did some rainbow chard and some traditional curly kale. We bundled each of those leafy green varieties into about half-pound bundles. The plants are still kind of small, so we just harvested what we could from them, and I will come back through and probably cook with some of the leaves that we can't really sell, including ones that have like bites out of them and things like that, some imperfections I do not mind. And that's what the rainbow chard looks like. It is gorgeous, and we took that to the wash station. And since this farm is a regenerative farm, we do have lambs and their mamas on the property, and we move their pastures every single week. So the team set up this fencing and was able to herd them to their new pasture, which we will plant on probably in a few weeks. And the biggest task of the day was picking sugar snap peas, which I picked pounds and pounds and pounds of sugar snap peas today, guys, like buckets full. And it was honestly really fun and very therapeutic. It is a little jungly in the beds because the weeds kind of have a symbiotic relationship with the peas. Lunch could not have come sooner. I was getting very hungry and we were in full sun, so I needed a break. We're on break for lunch and I just heated up my lunch. I got this smoky tempeh from the farmer's market, and then I made a coconut rice with chickpeas, and then I also have a overnight oats for dessert. And that's my lunch. Hi, kitty. Hi. Hi. I need a little pick-me-up, but I have no ice. So, not gonna be iced. Still good. Once I ate and made my non-iced iced coffee, I was feeling a lot better, so we went back to the peas and I found this little nest with eggs in it, and I made a little friend with a ladybug. And while we were eating lunch, it got about 10 degrees hotter. The bed was in full sun, so we hurried up, finished the peas, and then we ended the day weeding the basil and the tomato beds, which are going to be trellised very soon. The tomatoes are getting to that point where they need that, and we were right next to the new lamb pasture, so I had a beautiful view of that. We cleaned up the weeds right as a thunderstorm was rolling in, which rain is desperately needed in Colorado right now. That's what the bed looked like after, and then I headed home and said goodbye to the peacock.